Life goes on day after day, hearts torn in every way. So ferry cross the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay. People, they rush everywhere, each with their own secret care. So ferry cross the Mersey and always take me there, the place I love. People around every corner.
Alright, Whack, I'm Red Drum, the famous Scouse racehorse, and I'm down from horsey heaven to fill you on a few things about this wonderful place we call Merseyside. So sit tight, open your lug holes, 'cause here I go. Liverpool's the capital of Merseyside, and it gets its name from the liver bird, which is a cross between an eagle and a cormorant, believe it or not. In fact, thinking about it, how come we don't call this city of ours Liverpool? But anyway, these are a good luck symbol, you know, to sailors, and 2 copper sculptures of these birds can be seen on top of the famous Liver building, which sits next to the River Mersey. And the pool part of Liverpool is because years ago there used to be a pool, well, more of a puddle really, next to the town centre. Now then, nearly 500,000 people call Merseyside home, and it's the 5th largest city in the UK. Liverpudlians get nicknamed Scousers, which comes from a local meal known as scouse, which is a type of Irish stew. And did you know, if you were skint, you had blind scouse, which is basically the Irish stew without the meat, which was basically carrots and bloody potatoes. Merseyside's pretty famous for loads of things, you know, from the Beatles, of course, and the whole Mersey beat, to its brilliant football teams, one of which, of course, stands head and shoulders over the other. I always lent myself to Everton when I was alive. And not forgetting Aintree Racecourse, of course, where the Grand Nationals run, which, might I add, if you don't mind me showing off, I won 3 times, and that's where me bones are. That's where I'm buried. Over the years, lots of great people have come from these shores and made it as famous as it is today. But we do get a bit of a bad reputation. It does my head, and it really does, for being scallies and dossers from people outside of Liverpool, especially the Manx. And this is a bit of a dated stereotype nowadays, as we're going to be the European City of Culture, don't you know, in 2008. And loads of cash, millions of pounds of cash, is being spent to make this an even better city. It really is. In fact, we're that cultural, after we've nicked your alloy wheels, we'll prop up your motor on library books. So looking to the future, Merseyside is still a thriving place to be, you know, it's great. The culture's just fantastic. But you know what? The best thing about the whole city, it's the people. That's what makes this a great place to be. Anyway, I've got to do one now, Whack. Desert Orchid needs shagging.